Winter's long-limbed, bare-armed trees reach to mountains, woods, up to the low-lit sky's empty embrace. An unreliable love nest of attached snow clings to a cruciform for earth's meager prayer, unveiling the brittle psyche. For I, not having slept for a week, glossed over and aged 10 years since then. Like a painted white wall, we never noticed it turn from bright to dull. This lonely frozen day will melt, and something like renewed energy of life will slurp at its puddles. We'll get happier. The fine girl. She stands by the sea waiting for her man to come out of the ocean, but she's not like the fine girl in that song. He exists, so she cries. It's only rain, she tells herself. It's just the rain. Midlife Diner. There's this place where omelets salted with butter taste perfectly blessed in ham and peppers, the same way the jazz of Miles Davis' spangled notes during Almost Blue are best listened to round midnight in the spot on that baby, open all night. It's a slight interruption from the gossamer of the American dream, which is what we talk about these days, money and marriages lost, like bamboo twigs in a tsunami's distempered thrashing, replaced by split-second glimpses of an entrance, high heels clicking on a dirty green and white checked floor. So here's a toast to your mouth, slathered bright red lips of jelly, a proposed bailout where butter meets jam. Oprah Winfrey or The Last Word? Alright, I'm not in an Oprah mood, so hopefully it's cut. The Last Word. I want to send emails that say I love you to attractive random people that I don't know or never have met because they beckon me to write a beautiful something to someone, anyone beyond the walls of my house. Women out in the world, attractive and interesting, opening these powerful words, my gift to them, words I may never speak again. Because I close my nose off to the scent of lilacs, my eyes to colors in a rainbow, it doesn't mean that these things don't exist, they're just no longer. So if you happen to receive a note, don't be fearful or call the cops because they can find me easier than I would ever find you. I'm not looking, just writing in innocence, to never forget the faintness of your hands on my arm. See, that's actually the perfect response to a poetry event. Like, you know, people don't know, like, to clap like after each poem, so this is sort of, or then, you know, they will wait till the end and they wonder about the emptiness in between. So, you know, everyone just kind of, yeah. I'm going to read from my newest book. It's actually, I've never really done a reading from this book. It's been out for 2 months. And it's a small book, but it's only got 45 poems in it. And the print isn't that small, so I don't know how they did it. Pretty good marketing. Night in New York City. Godspeed was taken by us in a park. Last night we walked across town not caring how loud we screamed mundane thoughts as sweat poured from our faces. The city is bathwater soiled from dirt, we said. Strange things. Funny they won't be remembered. You said when we hit Broadway that you should lie down here but never sleep. I said, this is the you I adore. Try to remember that. Hit the road now, Jack, for Jack Kerouac. The road is wholly smoke straight, worn as the vinyl of the seat of my Dodge. Pick-up telephones ringing already, knowing the things flying by, the pictures in frames. Some coffee cups and ashtrays can ride in the back. back seat behind the crash of jazz played in a time that is broken. called bull. We don't know we're alone at birth after the cord is cut. And no one really sees the sun by staring. No one catches the scent of fresh air or can describe the taste of spring water. No one can hear the sound of a broken heart in a china shop. We know the sun is visible through a pinhole. Remember the warmth on our faces, and air is captured in lifetimes of afternoons. And even when you hang a sheet, we know water is pure as a virgin. Water won't lie. The sound of your heart when opened is a beautiful symphony, as long as we remove the bull. We know the cord was cut our lifetime ago. We know at least that much. Good, there's no kids here. I'm going to use the word fuck. Is that okay? Any adults be offended?
Yeah.
Well, extra, extra. This is actually about a news story, 4th of July weekend, last weekend. Extra, extra. When we read all about the man lost in Boston Harbor, fell off a boat, in turn we spoke of death, a favorite subject. Why we were still here, eating and breathing, having intense, sustained love like last night, we in reverse cowgirl hope to never slip out into the darkest depths until the search called off our bloated, drifting bodies, finished a sheet of Danish this morning, and caught a tiny new hope of your nipple behind a partially clothed robe, which I reached for and pulled us slowly fucked down, lost under the table and chairs. That was a very good news story. On the way home from Maine, 1970, it was about a vacation I took as a kid. Car sick in my father's Beetle. He uses an ice scraper to remove the vomit from the uncarpeted floorboard, as the voyeur truckers seem to circle like a spinning orange orb of this Union 76. Becomes my head, and chunks of blueberry mush from yesterday's Pleasant Mountain buffet will now cook on the pavement like pancake batter. People like the vomiting at home. It's okay to laugh at some of my silliness. I didn't time this. I'm supposed to be here for 15 minutes, but I'm going to let my biological clock work on this one. A walk after dinner on a cool August evening in Somerville, Massachusetts. Every time I have Somerville, Massachusetts in a poem, I feel I should dedicate it to Doug Holder. This isn't about Doug. Up elm to highland, singing Neil Diamond, backbrack, searching for a heart of gold or cupcakes. The shop locked past the time. We again without any key for our silly behavior. We are too old and must stop every 15 minutes to pee at a Dunkin' Donuts, where they promote China service, fine dining for a Boston cream. But for your pleasure, you recover an Archie Bunker lunchbox in the trash near Cherry Street, but leave a discarded Ouija